You wish to see me, Phase Smith?
Artanis, it is good to see you, young Executor.
Fenix? How can this be?
It was his cloned personality that was used for the Purifier prototype. Given your friendship with the Source personality, I thought, well, he believes he was brought from stasis and made a Dragoon.
Why are you here, Fenix?
I was given a directive by Aldaris himself to come to Glacius and serve the Templar.
It is the last recollection from his memory web. The Great Templar were still encoded by order of the Conclave.
Do you know about the experimentation done on Glacius? Why Aldaris gave you this order?
I am a warrior, old friend. You know this as well as any. It is not my place to question the order of Adjudicator.
His construction is highly advanced, an Adanium shell composed of a trillic compression mesh. It appears he was to be the first in a revival of the ancient program.
Enough! I have fought far too long for the will of the Conclave to be examined like some specimen. I am Templar, and I am reunited with the dearest of friends. Is this not a glorious day?
You are right, of course. Karax, these tests are no longer needed. Fenix, welcome aboard the Spear of Adun.
Bull. I needed to get that out. I hate this. Why bother bringing Fenix back? And now it's just like, okay, if you don't know how StarCraft 1 went, Fenix was a zealot who died throughout the story in StarCraft 1, but later on, he was resurrected as a Dragoon. He wasn't fully killed as a zealot, and he was saved. So, you know, he wanted to continue fighting, so they gave him a Dragoon body. So, that part I don't mind. It's just, why bother bringing him back? Like, I'm pretty sure in Brood War they gave him, like, a fair ending. It was just, I can't remember exactly what it was. I'm pretty sure it was, like, that's where Fenix ended. It was like, there's a character, there's a story, it's over. Fenix is gone now. And then they're like, oh no, we'll bring him back and just make some bollocks. Like, oh, it's a copy of his brain, his memories. Before we even go to talk to anyone, I want to check the core, just to make sure we have anything new. Which we don't. Oh well. May as well get Fenix out of the way.
You and I have stood shoulder to shoulder, blades thrumming in the heat of battle countless times, and now you lead the Protoss. I wail with pride at the mere thought of it.
I was chosen to represent the hierarchy by the remaining Judicators and the clans of the Nerazim. I am still honored by their choice.
Tassadar must be proud as well.
Tassadar is gone, Fenix. He fell, bravely sacrificing for his people. He saved us from annihilation.
What? It cannot be. And Ire? Fallen to the Zerg as well?
It has.
How long have I lingered in stasis, becoming this Dragoon?
Do you know of the Purifier program, Fenix?
Of course. The greatest Templar minds replicated. Dangerous machines that had to be shut down.
They were shut down, but we have never ceased the research, and still have tried to find ways to replicate our greatest Templar, to use that ancient technology.
Why do you tell me this?
We are facing a war like none we have seen before. We will need you in the days ahead. Maybe even the Purifiers.
Then my blades are yours, old friend.
These These new purifier designs rival any technology our people have previously conceived. The replication data is the sort that allows accurate duplication of one's consciousness. Fenix's personality may be accurate.
How accurate?
Within the 99th percentile.
So there is a chance for discrepancy.
Quite a minuscule one.
And in a lifetime, how many choices does that variation impact? Who would you be with such a difference in the decisions you've made? Keep a watchful eye on Fenix. If he is to help us, I want to know who he is.
Okay, Artanis. Let's just go to the War Council because, well, we don't have any new conversations. We have new unit types! The Purifier program has given us a
We have acquired new robotic support technology for review.
We have
Karax has utilized
archetype.
data from glaciers to bring the robotic sentinels online. Use them wisely, Hierarch.
Now, you remember the Dark Templar and how the Avengers could avoid death? Sentinels are the same idea. Sentinels are the standard Zealot we all know. They charge in, they attack, they do damage. However, when they die, they come back to life. It's on a long ass cooldown, but it's passive. Then it also means you can keep a bunch of them going, and as long as you take breaks in between, you can keep the Zealots with no problem. And we may as well give them a go in the next mission. We don't get any of the new archetypes for other units yet, but since we are moving on to a new mission, we'll change things up. We're going to go with the Stalkers. We didn't use the Dark Templar last mission, so we're going to keep them. Annihilators we did get to use a little bit, so we're going to bring out the Immortals. And then we have the Sentry. Now we have the Standard with the Shield Recharge, however they get upgraded in this so they can do it on 2 units. And then you got your Guardian Shield. And then there's the Energizer. The Energizer is a combat-based Sentry. It has 2 abilities. First off, it can boost up its teammates to increase their damage output. And then it can also switch to be a temporary pylon. And while they don't provide supply like a pylon, they do allow you to warp in units, so you can use them as a solid way to warp in units when your army's low. And we're going to be making use of Energizers next mission because we used sentries last time. Alright, Verzin, what have you got?
Seeing Fenix once more perplexes me. I feel sadness, but I should feel joy.
It is said the warrior Fenix was felled by the Queen of Blades. This approximation is not Fenix, but he is a reminder of the loss you suffered.
His voice, thoughts, his very presence. He describes memories we shared with such vivid recollection. Every instinct I have tells me that this is my friend, but all logic defies it.
We of the Nerazim often ponder whether our people are the sum total of their experiences, or are more than them. A truth lingering inside us. In time, we shall see if this Fenix has his own truth, or is little more than a flawed forgery.
I see the master construction of the Xel'Naga now. Their understanding that energy, essence, and information are all one. Each interchangeable, each mutable.
Then you uncovered the information Zeratul foresaw within this keystone.
I have. From what I understand, it will lead us to Ulnar.
Ulnar. It is a place of myth. A realm whispered of in our legends.
The homeworld of the Xel'Naga. I believe the keystone can project its location.
Show me, Karax.
It cannot be. I must be in error.
The Altarian Rift.
impossible. Nothing could survive within such unrelenting forces. It appears I have failed you, Hierarch.
I do not believe so, Karax. It is said that the Xel'Naga came from a place where no life should be. This aligns with Zeratul's prophecies. We will go in. Make preparations at once. Zeratul, many thought you mad. And yet, once more, you have seen truer than us all. The Keystone leads us into the Altarian Rift, to the Xel'Naga home of Ulnar. It is my destiny to carry your mantle, old friend. I will wake the Xel'Naga and honor your legacy.
Wait, did I miss a mission? No, I didn't. I felt like I just skipped something. Well, looks like we're gonna go into something we shouldn't. Away!
This defies reason. We should be shredded into our base particles. Yet here we stand, between universes.
Zeratul was right. It is Ulnar. Think of it, Matriarch. The cradle of all life, hidden all these years.
Yes, but why?
Part of me honestly feels like we've skipped something. But that was the only place we had to travel. Hey there, little probe. How you doing? Oh, you're not gonna talk to me? Check. Well, I suppose since we have... Oh. We have new conversations. Well, I hope you like those. God damn. We're gonna have a lot of talking to do today, it seems. Artanis must have a sore throat.
It is hard to believe we stand above Ulnar, the home of the Ihan-Ri, the Xel'Naga. The Judicators theorized the Xel'Naga left Ire to return to a place such as this. It is said they slumbered through the ages.
Zeratul believed the artifact would lead us unto hope. The Xel'Naga may be the hope he spoke of.
If the legends are true, then the Xel'Naga are below, awaiting their children to awaken them.
Then let us hope so.
I mean, they might not be taking a nap. They could just be having a party. It could be a surprise party. Really? The both of you? Fine, Fenix, you're first, just so I can get you out.
Fenix, you appear distressed.
Apologies, Hierarch. I have been pondering the events that brought me here. I've discovered there are holes in my memory. Battles recorded here in the ship's archives that I should be able to recall, but cannot.
What is it you have found?
Records of my defeat at Antioch, and being revived as a Dragoon. But this body, it is clear to me that I am no Dragoon.
There is more to those records, Fenix. But what you uncover may not be desirable.
I am willing to face the truth, old friend, however difficult it may be.
Then I hope you find the answers you seek.
How Zeratul foresaw the Keystone would lead us here is uncanny. It is now clear that it was this device's primary purpose.
Zeratul was in touch with an expression of reality beyond my understanding.
This place should not exist. It defies all decrees of science, shatters all understanding of astral mechanics.
I once thought we Protoss had reached the pinnacle of attainable knowledge. I was a fool. There is far more in the galaxy than exists within Protoss understanding, friend Karax. I know this now.
Yeah, so maybe you'll shut up about finding stuff out. let's get moving on. We have a mission to do.
Hierarch, it appears we cannot receive transmissions while we are within the rift. We have been cut off.
Okay. Thanks for telling me.
The Spear of Adun's sensors have located what appears to be an access way into the temple. Our starships are prepared to move on your command.
Okay. Well, we have a nexus point established already, it seems. And we get Fenixes, our first flying unit for one.
Here lies the resting place of the Xel'Naga. We must find a way to unseal this access way if we are to awaken them. Grand Preserver, what do you know of the temple in the depths below?
Only myth, legend. Here upon Ulnar, the destined races will seek ascension. Their very presence shall open the way forward. I believe these celestial locks are the key. Our forces should claim them in the hopes the way forward presents itself.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim are here. They are taking control of the celestial locks.
The voices' demands are clear. Keep the temple sealed.
As long as they control the locks, the secrets of the temple will remain hidden from us.
Warriors, engage the enemy and reclaim the locks. Amon will not have his victory so easily.
Yep, you didn't think it would be that easy, would you?
You have not enough minerals.
Now, with Phoenixes, we now finally have air upgrades.
Our stargates can now warp in Phoenixes. They are extremely mobile and effective at engaging our enemy across long distances.
Now, the Phoenix is an air-only unit. It only attacks air, but its ability, the Graviton Beam, lets it pick up small units. Sadly, it cannot do it on massive units, but usually massive units can be hit by air. You know, the Colossi, for example, that can be hit by air, which is always nice to know. And I will be building a little Phoenix Brigade, you know, just so we can make use of the anti-air. It will provide, and on top of that, we will be keeping our Purifiers, our Stalkers, and all of that going. We probably should get some Dark Templars as well.
Awakens.
But for now, we have a pretty simple job to do. We could go get the Celestial Locks, but we should focus on making sure our base is all up and running. Let's actually get everything waypointed so we don't have to worry about it later. Let's see, let's get an Energizer out. They can make use of their upgrade beam. Yeah, the Chrono Beam. A nice boost to their movement speed and attack speed. It's great for Zealots and Stalkers. I guess you could use it on another Energizer as well. The attack speed would help. And it does allow kiting. Either way, we're gonna get some armor. Thankfully, since we don't have to upgrade shields for different types of units separately, they are all treated as the same shield, so the Forge is the only thing that you need when it comes to shields. Let's get some pylons up. We're gonna need them. I don't think we're going to have that much attacking until we really make a move ourselves. Let's get the Zealot out so we have some good ground defense.
This warrior awakens.
Get the Phoenixes and our main ground units, I should say. Get them separated for now. We want them to be in their own groups. Not in a bad way, it's just a case of we want to make sure we can easily access the Phoenix.
The skies
And their Graviton Beam,
await.
which on default is set to automatically activate, but they're usually smart with it. Okay, let's put a pylon here. There's room. Everything else is going fine. Let's get a forge going now, I believe. And we'll work up a base defense, and then we'll move our units out. Let's move these guys up a little bit.
Amon's forces are inbound to our nexus point.
Oh, okay, Montanus. We got a good enough force to defend.
Awakens.
We got some Phoenixes, we got some Stalkers and Zealots, a bit of everything. Let's get another Phoenix out. Oh really? They're just sending in a few units?
I am eager to
Up you go! That's the Phoenix for you. Right, looking at the base, we can start getting our units going.
With the shadows. I am the voice of the eclipse.
Get these guys down there. We don't need them around while we're building up the defenses. Let's go with a couple of cannons.
successful.
A couple of shield batteries to keep them up and healthy.
Upgrade complete.
And then when we have the minerals, we'll build a Caldera monolith. Let's just get another
I stand
going.
ready. This warrior awakens.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim have deployed a titanic warp prism. If its core is similar to our own, the reactor is made of pure solarite. If possible, we should destroy it and claim the reactor to enhance our solar core.
Finally our bonus objective showed up. Fortunately, we can take our time in this mission since we haven't really come across any sort of time limit.